This is the Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff and whatever else you feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Cerusia.
And I'm your host who thinks the demons need to get their ass in gear, Davis Bates.
This episode is our flagship show, the weekly anime review. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, Davis.
Yo!
Weekly anime review.
Let's go.
Yes. Pumped. We only got 4 anime this week because One Piece was a recap. Sadly, next episode looks sick, though.
Yeah, I didn't watch the trailer for it.
Oh, you should have. It looks
It looks that good? Nice, I'm pumped.
It does suck, obviously, like, CP0 is involved and all that kind of stuff, whatever. The animation looks absolutely insane.
Pumped.
Yeah.
Back it up a little bit. A little too loud there. Okay, fair enough.
But,
yeah.
So we got 4 anime to review this week. Sadly, we also have. Sadly, also next week we'll have 4 anime to review because Delicious in Dungeon. This was their last episode.
Yeah.
Of the season. But let's kick into it. However, to all our loyal listeners, which we don't have a million, but keep telling your friends. But if you are a loyal listener, thank you. We are going to switch up the order this week because we feel like My Hero deserves a top spot.
It really does. It's just owning it.
Kaiju No.8 is amazing, and we'll talk about that episode when we get to it. But My Hero is. Let's just jump into it. My Hero season
7.
Nice.
I will always say this, that from a show that I was literally about to drop to being one of my favorite anime of the season, I'm just like, this is so impressive. This is of the year, yeah. So far this is my anime of the year. Yeah. Yeah. I would agree with that.
I think Overlord comes back this year too, but
yeah. JJK happened last year.
That's
right?
That's the last
okay,
year.
but that is a
I think it bled into January, but that's the last year.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Oh, yeah, this is probably my big one then for the year because this is amazing.
It's incredible.
It's so good.
I've never seen one thing I love about this episode, they're doing the One Piece thing where they show like a map and then they like go to that part of where it is. Yeah. This is one of those things though. Take me anywhere.
Yeah. Any one of these fights.
Any one of these fights. And
Yep.
Before we get super deep in the episode, did like the explanation of Shigaraki's thing. It's not a quirk.
Yes.
Because that makes sense for the world. However,
very disgusting. It's very disgusting. Also, it's bullshit. That is
I don't think it's bullshit. I think it makes sense.
I think, yes, it's in anime, it makes sense. That's what his body is evolved into or some bullcrap like that. Your body evolved into a bunch of fingers that expand endlessly. I just named like 4 quirks in that sentence.
Well, the only reason I think it makes sense is because people, like, how can I say this? Like, when people look different in the world, yeah, it's probably due to their quirk. But it's like, you can't I was going to say, not that it makes sense that he has this quirk. It makes sense that a racer head can't cancel it.
Because it's not a quirk. It's just his body.
That's what I'm saying.
So he has a quirk repressing this form. It makes
sense on the level of like why he can't cancel it because like he can't cancel fucking Shadowhead from looking like a bird.
I don't disagree with that. Yes, I don't disagree with that. But
so that explanation makes sense to me. I'm going to say this. I do agree with you. It seems like a quirk.
Yes, it really does. It expands endlessly. That's a quirk.
And it fits his quirk.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and it doesn't like anything.
I would understand if it like. Okay, I liked the idea that he was still super strong because I thought his body was just like a Nomu, which would be the end result of what they were going for, a body that could handle multiple quirks and like that's how they would overcome it.
Yeah.
But his true body is a bunch of fingers.
Yeah, it's gross.
It's a quirk. But
it is a quirk. Yeah,
beyond all that, throwing that argument aside, I do enjoy what they're doing with the argument. Like I still love it.
Oh,
I still think it's cool as shit. I just think it's bullshit in terms of anime, but anime does that, so it's okay.
Bullshit. Yeah. Bakugo and Mirako, they're hilarious.
Oh my god. Yeah. They have the same brain cell.
I like how she calls him Dynamite. He's like, that's not my name. It's like World Explosion Dynamite or something. It's like, dude, no one said
I knew when she called him it the first time. I was like, yo, he's gonna correct you. And it was it's fantastic.
I did like when she yelled spare and then like a spare like part came off her body. That was so cool.
There's multiple like sets of that stuff and all that jazz. I think it's awesome.
Best Jean is trying to keep it under control though the entire time. Cracked me up because she's just like, guys, like we got something intense going on.
I know we said it before too, but man, what a like C-list, ranker of a character that I thought Best Genius was. Yeah. Then he turned into the absolute GOAT of this fucking show at points. Goat. It's amazing.
This episode was so good when they One Pieced us for like a minute and a half in the beginning of the episode, just giving us a recap, and I'm like, I don't need this. And they even did like a point of like a recap talking about like Midoriya's like One for All and entire power and how and I was like, we don't need this at all. But the episode was still absolutely crazy awesome. Mm-hmm. That part was awesome. Then like Deku like trying to be like, I gotta get there, and I was like, we can't.
I do. I love the limitation that Phantom Thief has there. Like it makes total sense that like even when he can't he can't swap quirks immediately. That'd be wicked broken.
And it makes total sense that they were like, we can't get rid of his destruction quirk.
Because
he's made of fingers.
Yeah.
So
now that'll destroy everything.
Yeah. So it is such a DM move to be like, we got him, and it's like, actually, he's had this ability the entire time. That's the worst thing that it could possibly be, and it's gross and awful.
It's super gross and terrible. But but overall, that fight, I'm praying for those characters because good luck. You're in the hardest fight.
One thing I love is they are in the hardest fight, but they even mentioned this episode, and I love it that they mentioned he's stronger than All for One.
Yep,
I really like that. I actually did not hate the start when they were explaining like how they're separating everybody, because it kind of gave a rundown of all the villains, and I thought that was really cool.
And it made sense, like the split ups they did too.
Yeah. One thing though is like I really am loving is that they're taking Midoriya and they're doing the classic shonen thing.
Yeah.
Is that he's not there. Mm-hmm. He's gonna show up late, and when he does, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna take him some time to get there, maybe an episode or two, but
everyone's copied it since Goku's done it.
Yep.
And it's like when Naruto showed up late in the pain arc.
Yep.
It's just always great when the main shonen character shows up late.
Hell, even Naruto in the war arc, he was running half the time.
Yeah, he did show up late for that, yeah. But it's always it's
amazing. I love it.
It seems like it'd be so annoying in anime.
Yeah.
But you love it because once they get there. It's like I think like it all goes back to Goku flying to Namek.
Yeah,
with Frieza,
it really does.
And what the fuck? I forgot the name of the crew Frieza had. A bunch of idiots.
The Ginyu Force.
The Ginyu Force. And Goku's just working out on the spaceship the entire time, and then shows up and just like badass as shit, and goes Super Saiyan for the first time.
Yeah.
Ever since that happened, follow that strategy. It's great. We love it.
It's a good move.
Midoriya's on his way now.
I know.
With some special quirk ability that
the last one we haven't seen yet. Yeah, that's I know.
A 20 lock door.
I know.
And they're like, it's a last minute thing. I'm like, oh my god, I want to see this so bad.
I know. I want to see what this all does so badly right now.
And I don't know if Cody watches the podcast. We had him on last week. Thank you for coming.
I can clip it so he can see this.
Yeah,
we'll see it for sure.
Make sure he sees this part. Cody, love you to death. Thanks for coming on the podcast. Can't wait till like August, but I think you come on again. That's awesome. The fact that you're repping Toga, what the hell, dude?
I know. She's a maniac.
Did you see when she had her weird fucking face? And they she's like, I love you so much. And I was like, ugh.
And like, I think what her whole point is that she
wants to be them.
It's that, but she wants them to understand that she likes killing people.
Yes.
Is that like what you're getting from this too?
Yeah. No, the way she loves people is hurting people.
Yeah.
And that's her version of love, which she does the point of this, which I always hate when it comes to, not to get super political, actual modern day criminals, is when she's like, but that's how I see it. So why is that so wrong? It's like, 'cause it is.
Yeah.
That's just all there is to it.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else disagrees.
100%.
You're weird.
Yeah.
You're
not good.
You're a psychopath.
You're a psycho. I want to put you in the biggest Supermax prison they have.
Did love how his quirk to sense danger didn't work.
That was dope
because she genuinely cares about him.
Yeah, which is messed up. Even though it was that was Forrest's ability. Even Forrest was like, "This girl's crazy."
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He was like, "This."
Well, they drew her so crazy.
She was wild this episode.
Honestly, I really thought like Toga's whole like. I was like, I don't care about this fight.
Yeah.
And when it got to the fight, I was like, I love this fight.
This fight's awesome.
First off, Gang Orca
is
I
shit.
love Gang Orca.
Ever since he came into the
training arc?
Yeah, their provisional licensing exam arc.
Yeah.
I was like, Gang Orca's the shit.
Yeah,
he's so cool. And once again, super cool in this one. Mm-hmm. Didn't he get stabbed in this one? He was like, it's fine.
He got stabbed and he literally broke the blade off.
It's fine. And he's dope. He's awesome.
I will say when Gravity got stabbed, I was like, ooh.
Don't you hurt our girl.
And she pulled a classic Monty Python and Holy Grail line. Yeah. She's like, it's nothing. It's just a
flesh wound.
I was like, we all saw that.
That was pretty deep. That was a big knife. She severed a lot of ligaments there.
Yeah, and not to be like a total like girl about this, but when Toga was like, we both like, and Froppy jumped in and kicked her out of the way, and she's like, I can't let a secret be revealed like this. I was like, good for you, Froppy.
Oh my god!
I was like, the shipping of Deku and U-Gravity is so hard.
It really is. Did love that even the narrator was talking about how much of a nerd Deku is. Even when the psychopath said, I'm in love with you, I want to date you or whatever, and Deku was like, what? I can't handle this.
Yeah, she's like, you're such a nerd.
Oh yeah, at the end of the day, he's still a nerd.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Well, I did like that little cut when he's like, "What's it mean? You go to like amusement parks together and like movies together and like hold hands and something," and then it just cuts through Gravity and she like shakes.
I know, that was like, hilarious. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I ship them so hard. Who
100%. Yeah, 100%. Gravity and Deku. Just to clarify.
Oh yeah, not Toga. I will say, you probably have seen it on the internet. The biggest problem with My Hero is the fan base. It's clearly terrible or something like that. The one I saw, have you seen this? With the voice actor of Deku?
No,
I think it was Deku. And this weirdo fucking weeb gets up and is like, I assume you've seen your ships online. And he's like, oh yeah, no, I've seen them, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what do you think of your ship with Aerie? And he just cuts the panel.
Really?
And he's like,
good.
I'm not doing this.
Good.
Yeah. And
good.
I'm like, yeah, get that person. It's a weirdo. Aerie's a child.
Send them in. Call the police right now.
Yeah. Get that
right now
out of here.
That's messed up.
Yeah. Aerie's a child.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I did not know that was a thing. That's what this fan base. You guys aren't right sometimes, man.
No, yeah, that's the problem because it sucks because My Hero's so good.
My Hero's an awesome anime, but I don't know how it attracted this horrible fan base.
I don't know.
Yeah, right? Because it's it's all punchy fighty, it's all mainstream.
Yeah.
It's really popular.
Maybe
which usually what
they talk about is like, it's just like Deku is like not the best main character.
Maybe.
It's also like, we've made fun of this. It is very like, it's not over sexualized, but it is like weirdly.
It is, yeah, with the high schoolers, yeah. But a lot of anime are like that. So it's like,
but
what
when
makes
the
this
anime
one
is usually overly aggressively like that, that's like the whole thing of the anime. Like,
I guess it's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
Because Naruto, even though Tsunade, but like Naruto doesn't usually have anything like that. I know One Piece definitely does have like Robin and Nami and all that kind of stuff like that, but it's not overly sexualized.
I guess it's fair, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why the My Hero fan base like this. It sucks because My Hero is awesome.
Yeah.
And people shit on it all the time.
It's really weird.
It's definitely, like, this season's crazy.
This season's awesome.
Next episode's going to be sick.
Yeah. To stay on this episode for one hot second.
No,
we have to get to Davi's part there.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be sick.
Next episode's going to be insane.
And it's going to be, when they said it's like, the title's like, what, like the story of Davi or some crap like that?
No, the title of the next episode is, it's like the two... It's called it's one word.
Okay, never mind.
It's like Firelight or something. It actually has a really cool title. Like this title, the title of this episode is called Inflation, which I didn't understand why it was called that. But
I don't know why it was called that either. Oh no, maybe because of Shigaraki's thing.
I'm thinking that's
where he inflated the amount of fingers he had.
That's what I'm thinking. Because there's no other.
Either way, yeah.
If it was called Infatuation, that'd
make a lot more sense. Yeah,
because it was all
maybe it's another. Maybe they put it out so fast. Maybe it's a. Translation
mess up translation. Yeah,
I doubt it, but
because like this entire episode kind of was about like Toga being obsessed.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
Did love how like they didn't give her a break though.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was like, cool. You're wrong.
Yeah, I am okay. So I am pumped for the Dobby thing. He had one line there where he was like explaining like this is why I think I can be the name of the next episode where he's like saying like you want to know how I became this way or something like that, and I was like yes,
we are gonna get that backstory.
Every second of it, I want to know.
And also his face is burning off. Oof. Next episode, oof! Oh my god,
I'm really pumped for this.
So good.
I'm really pumped to see what finally this. When I've started to watch the trailer, what this special power like. It's probably Flash Fire Fist that Todoroki's been working on, or Shoto, I guess, since they're both Todorokis. But
that's good.
Yeah,
that's a good
I guess like I can't wait to see what this attack is though, because it's gonna look cooler.
I love Ida.
Yeah,
Ida's just like the paladin of paladins.
He really is. Yeah.
I felt so bad for him. He's like, I can't do anything. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah,
I want you to do something.
They really did pair him weirdly with here.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I could see him as just like what he was doing in this episode was he didn't do too much. You didn't see him do too much, but like he's in that fight, but it looks like he's only there just to get people out of the way.
That I could see is happening.
Like, they showed him like he like, pulled people out of the fire.
That I could see being a thing.
Yeah.
How insanely powerful is Dobby? Like,
Super
when it panned around there, he had like half the city on fire. I was like, geez.
How powerful is the guy who can change directions?
That was dope.
Including
That power was
air.
awesome.
Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what?
That was sick. That was really cool. Yeah, no, I enjoyed all that. I really like how this is like all of NG Todoroki or the Endeavor's this is Endeavor's family and his adjacent his apprentices or sidekicks going after his like the son. I like how this is like so just poetically like story well written.
Really well.
Yeah.
And I love like that's gonna be a 1v1.
I know, I'm pumped for it.
What makes this show so good too is like All For One wasn't even in this.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Who was in that fight? They showed who was in it. Endeavor, Hawks.
Yes.
There's someone else who can fly. Oh, it was Shadow Boy's in that fight.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, Sukumi, whatever the fucking Shadow Boy.
Yeah.
Right, he's in that fight. That's cool. There's some beast guy I've never seen, and the guy who can create wood.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're all in
Commonly
that fight.
Woods. Yeah.
They're all in that fight. So that's a good pair up, I feel like.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
But it's just like they weren't even in this episode. They probably won't even be in the next episode. They split up everything perfectly.
I know.
I honestly like, even though Deku's not even there anymore.
Yeah. You
can cut back to your Gravity and Froppy fighting Toga. I'm there for that all day.
That's true. I'd watch that all day.
She has freaking what's that called? It's not Death Parade, but it's like
no, it's Sad Man's Parade.
She has Sad Man's Parade.
Sad Man's March? I can't remember what it's called.
Or something like that.
Something
so
like
it's
that,
like, jeez, like, so everything is important.
Yeah, and you know that because she mentioned him and she touched like the blood pouches she has in that container there, so you know it's coming.
Exactly. It's like one of those things where it's like, we complain about Demon Slayer being so short. It's like, I know My Hero is probably going to be 24 episodes, as it usually is.
Yeah.
That's not even enough.
That's not enough.
That's
not enough for what they're doing right now. But it's awesome.
It's so good.
That's awesome.
It's so good. But we should probably move on.
That's a good idea.
Because we've been on this for almost 17 minutes.
I mean, it deserves it.
It deserves it. My Hero's so good. It's so good. Everyone hating on it's wrong.
That's true.
Let's move on to Kaiju number 8.
Oh, dude. This was a sick episode.
A great episode.
This was a sick episode.
I will say, I just want to talk about this first before we get into the episode and details. I am so glad he revealed himself to everyone.
Yeah!
For one reason and one reason only. This entire episode was awesome. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things that is like, it's not a negative to the show, but it's been annoying me. I'm just like, that's cool. Everyone's really strong. Awesome. I just want to see him be Kaiju number 8.
I know.
I just want to see him be Kaiju number 8. And now that he's revealed himself for everybody, he can be.
Yeah, that'll be really fun. And I think that's a really cool storyline. Because I thought they were going to keep with this storyline of like, oh, I got to keep in the shadows the entire time. I was like, okay. I was like, how long can this hold out for, honestly?
And he never got to be Kaiju number 8.
He never got to be that. The only time we really see him fight as Kaiju number 8 was against number 10. No, number 9. Mm-hmm. And even then, that was like, eh. So I want to see him go hard and not just do one punches for everything he does, which that's what he does.
Actually fight.
Yeah. But when he transformed this episode, it was one of the sickest things.
It was
awesome. Music was amazing.
Obviously.
Everyone's reaction was amazing.
It was amazing.
And just his roar.
He probably didn't need to do that.
No.
He could have just ran off in an hour.
He probably could have, but he's a moron.
Yeah, he is a moron.
He is a moron, so yeah.
That's why it's fun.
He also didn't have a lot of time left, so like, whatever.
That was really cool, though, when they were like, it's like an atomic bomb. And I was like,
shit. Crap.
And that was so cool how he blocked the blast.
Oh, yeah. He was dope. It was like that dope. And actually showing that he has upward limits, too, because he was exhausted after doing all that.
That was so cool, though, when he got jet rockets in his calves and elbows. I was like, oh.
Let's go. This will be sick.
Yeah, because, like, majority of the episode, I was like, love the ninja guy.
Yeah, backstory, sick.
Because, like, he is, he's like Roy Mustang and Levi. Like, he's that character in the show, but looks like a boob with his bowl haircut. But he's awesome. He's so awesome. When the girl's like, are you okay? He's like, you couldn't get rid of me. He's like, you can't get rid of me that easily. I was like, and his blade technique is awesome. His backstory, loved it.
Amazing. Really, really cool.
Yeah.
Of course, everyone in this show is just
Mina
infatuated with Mina. Yeah, of course.
However,
she inspired them all.
We'll say, in that flashback, when she accepts him, I'm like, I am so glad you grew out your hair, Mina.
Yeah, that was the move.
Terrible.
Horrible.
It looks
horrible.
So bad.
It looks awesome now. But yes, good choices all around there.
How I didn't realize that she uses the tiger to like backer, like when she shoots the gun, it like might push her back a little bit. And the
tiger that's cool. Yeah, I didn't even catch that. That's cool. That's cool.
That was really
That's
cool.
good. That explains why she has a tiger with her all the time, because I don't know, tigers fighting kaiju. That's a little interesting, but okay. No, that was sweet. The whole fight with number 10, which I'm assuming, unless it's an earlier number, I'm calling number 10.
I don't remember.
But anyways, number 10, the red dragon thing, kaiju, was awesome. Like, the fact that it got bigger was really cool. And I enjoyed the entire fight. But like, I don't know, that's all I have to say on it though. It was just it was only a fight.
It was super awesome.
Yeah.
I did love one thing I actually really liked about this episode, and I think it's really, really cool, is that those suits are awesome that they wear and everything like that. They're so cool. But I loved that they have a limit.
Yeah, that's cool.
I kind of like that.
That's really cool.
They
have an upward limit.
Like your body will just be like,
yeah, you'll overheat.
Screw it.
They even said the captain almost overheated right there. Mina. Yeah.
I did really like also just like, I thought it was so cool just like watching the ninja boy, which I can't remember his name, just vice captain there, bouncing around from building to building.
That was sick.
Was so cool.
That was so much
He was
fun
jumping off like 8 stories, landing down. I'm like, man, these suits are sick.
I like how he had to call out all of his techniques like an anime guy.
Yeah, well, except for the one where he like snuck up the building, ran in the back, and he was like behind the fucking.
And then he yelled at his position.
He yelled his technique of like, I know you do it in anime, but dude, you just gave it away.
You gave it away. I know we can open up eyes on its back, but still.
Yeah, that was gross, but cool.
Yeah, it was sick. I mean, I just like that the kaiju can do that. It's dope. They have full body control.
I did like when the kaiju was like, we called it, as you humans called this a draw. I was like, screw you.
Yeah, which means like
it wasn't a draw.
It was not a draw. He got his ass kicked.
Yeah, I did like
would have been a draw.
Blonde girl showing up with her axe. How like I did like
the combo was cool.
Yeah, I like that she just immediately couldn't do it.
Yeah. Like that was nice because she has a lot. She has a ways to go. When she has a weapon that should be able to do it too, but like it was just so far ahead of her.
It was a really cool fight, but
it was overall. However, it was a great episode.
The part where the vice captain's being grabbed and Kafka's like, "What do I do?" I was like, "Turn into Kaiju number."
I know.
That's why I'm just so glad he revealed it, because like a lot of the episodes go out. I'm like, just
show them everything. Show them already.
Just turn into Kaiju number.
Do it. Yeah, you have the superpower. You can end this
fight so much faster.
I know, but it never does. And this time he did.
Yeah, and the fact that he revealed this episode, I'm so pumped for next episode.
Me too.
There can be zero fighting. I don't care.
Yeah, I just be talking the other time. I want to see how this
Mina
goes
was like, "I'm taking you under arrest." I was like, "Mina, come on, be cooler than this."
I mean, she didn't kill him, so that means she already was being cool.
I knew she was being cool, but like, come on, it's Kafka. He's the coolest.
I know he's the coolest guy. He is the coolest guy on the planet.
He's way
even the vice captain was like, I liked him so much, I didn't want to believe anything was wrong with him.
Yeah,
and it was like, oh man,
he's so nice.
He's so cool. No, I'm pumped for next episode. I think it'll be awesome. This show is just really entertaining overall.
Yeah,
like,
it's still super good. It's not like we demoted it. We didn't demote it. We gave My Hero a raise.
Yeah, exactly. This show is still shining as bright as when it started. It's just that My Hero decided to go supernova on us.
I was wrong when I said I was like, this is going to be the anime of the year. Definitely wrong with that because My Hero is so incredible. But right now, besides My Hero, it's my favorite anime of the year.
I'd agree with that, yeah. I totally agree with that, yeah.
Those Dungeons would have been super close. But, like, I mean, come on. Those have got super awesome music.
I know. This has kaiju in it.
Yeah, it's super dope.
Dude, the music when he would transform was sick.
The music is insane.
It was amazing.
And I loved just like how he just punched it up.
I know. Like that's his only attack. Like I just punch.
Yeah.
That's it. You probably could turn your body into like a rail cannon, but no, I'm just gonna punch.
And I'll say it again. So right now, when we get to the end of the year, I have no idea what's gonna win opening of the year. Maybe Delicious Dungeon Season 1. That might have been the best one I've seen.
Maybe.
Opening of the year has been very lackluster.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Demon Slayers, meh.
Yeah.
It is better. The second night, I actually watched it today and I was like, all right. My Heroes has the worst. The show is amazing, but the opening
is not great.
The worst
for once, yeah, the opening is like not great.
In Demon Slayer 2, I was like, My Hero and Demon Slayer are usually bang. Obviously, opening of the year goes to Mashal, obviously.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So far. But ending of the year, it's Kaiju No.8 by a mile.
It's really
I never skip the ending.
No.
Because I love it. I listen to that song on the regular.
I did. One Republic, man, they rule.
It's a great song. But let's move on.
Alrighty.
Kaiju No.8, very good. But let's move on to Demon Slayer arc.
Swordsmith Village. Nope. Wow. Hashira training arc.
Might as well be Swordsmith Village. It's less entertaining.
It really is.
This episode started out so good. With Zenitsu being absolutely hilarious.
They brought back the
Inosuke being hilarious.
They brought back the trio, which was fantastic. They brought back the little cuts where like it's the 3 heads and they're all doing something stupid, and I love that. I forgot about that actually. It's been so long that I really enjoyed that coming back and all that stuff. And the first episode was really
when
good.
When Zenitsu goes to the rock and they did 3 different shots and like that cracked me up.
That was hilarious. Inosuke passing out in the waterfall. Zenitsu passing out in the waterfall.
I don't know. I just kept saying it over and over as he's going down the river.
Exactly. Yeah, that was it.
But this episode overall just kind of sucked.
Once again,
it's not good.
Didn't have only like 8. It was either 8 or 13 episodes this season. I don't know which it is. It's not a lot. If you had a 24 episode season, this would be fine.
Yeah, I would say that if it was a 24 episode season, this episode and the Paper Planes episode are still just fine.
Agreed.
Like, overall, this episode, like, low-key wasn't good. Last episode was good. This episode wasn't good.
No,
like,
not really.
It just wasn't. Like,
not really.
It wasn't entertaining. Like, the whole, like, pushing on the rock thing that took up, like, fucking, like, half the episode.
Like, it's one of those ones, too, where I'm just like, all right, this is a new technique where it's just push harder. Like, that's what it was. It's like, I understand.
It was called, like, repetitive motion or something.
It's push with everything in your body and be
like,
mad.
Think more about things in your past or something.
I don't know. And
also, Genyo must have been trained under the Stone Hashira, I guess.
That I have no idea.
Because he talks about it, he's like, oh, the Stone Hashira is in the
blah, blah, blah. I don't know. The show is going a little over the place.
I will say, this season, Genyo's
been
they did a great job
shit.
on Genyo.
He's been shit.
Genyo showing up last season and this season. That's the only thing the show's.
But it's so wild because I remember when we first started, we thought this character was gonna be an asshole, like, through and through. And it's actually one of the coolest characters in the show.
I like Genyo a lot.
Yeah, Genyo rules.
Yeah, he does rule.
I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, this episode was kind of boring for me. Like, it was very, like, it was just like, I don't, like, I wanted him, like, okay, so here's a couple of points that I have. Like, just the new technique that's not a breathing technique is dumb. I don't care about that. And then, like, okay, his saying is set your heart ablaze. That's what gets his emotions going the most. Then what the hell happened when you went beast mode against Daki? What were you thinking about then? Because I think that was closer to setting your emotions ablaze right there. And then on top of that, I don't know what is going on with his mark right now. It's kind of, they're not wrecking it for me, but I don't like this. It's just like, the mark is supposed to trigger when, like, I don't know, I feel like when you're in, like, intense moments of combat or intense, like, deep thinking. It's not just when you're pushing a rock. Like,
yeah, they're doing
that.
The
mark's just going to grow now? I thought it was, like, some power up. I don't get this.
Yeah, they're doing that, like, it's like they wanted to be Super Saiyan, but they're doing it wrong.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
Also, sorry, I just thought about this. I'm just going to hop it back by Hero really quick.
Okay.
Sorry. We'll go back to all your talking points, because I do want to talk about everything you just said. You know how in My Hero, he has all those, like, people talking to him? Past one for all users? That sucks.
Kinda.
Getting intimate with a girl.
Kinda.
That would be really
It's one of those things where I'm just like, I think about this with Naruto a lot. It's like, please tell me you just put Kurama to sleep when you did this, because that would be really weird.
Really weird. Anyways, that's all I was saying. But I agree with you that I don't like this new technique. It just seems
they're all in there giving you advice of how to do. It's
the
like,
girl,
I
mean, if you had a girl in the back of your mind, she's like, no.
There's only one girl in there too, so it's a bunch of dudes just telling them what to do.
They're probably like, no, she doesn't know. And she's like, trust me, I know where it is. And she's probably giving the best advice.
Yeah, that's probably facts. Yeah.
If you had a girl in the back of your mind giving you advice on how to, like, hook up with a girl, you'd be a king. Yeah. But it'd be really weird and awful. But anyways, I agree with you. I don't like this new technique in Demon Slayer. It just seems utterly useless and it just doesn't seem important.
Yeah.
Like, it's like we don't, like, it's just like, this technique doesn't seem like it does anything.
That's my point about this. Every time this technique is triggered, Tanjiro was just already doing regular Tanjiro stuff. Like, whatever, the first time we saw Entertainment District arc, I think, or maybe it was earlier and I just wasn't paying attention, but Entertainment District arc, he was just swinging as hard as he could. Like, that was already happening. And then the second time we saw it happen was when he did the head dance in Swords of the Village, I think.
That was cool.
And that was like, it just seems like this just activates when he's just doing Demon Slayer stuff, like, as hard as he can.
Rock.
Like, yeah, that's really dumb. I don't understand how it's just like, ooh, it's getting darker. It's like...
Yeah, and that was the thing is, like, at first I liked the Stone Hashira's training.
Yeah.
Because it was, like, all about, like, your lower leg strength.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that makes total sense. So, like, blah, blah. And then it's just, like, turning into this, like, whole, like... it's actually like a deep technique to get your mark. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, I'm gonna say it. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, this show sucks. Like,
it's not amazing. I don't think it sucks. It doesn't, but it's not amazing.
But like, this season sucks.
This
like,
season's really boring. It's
not
really boring.
Fun at all. And like, I hated like so this entire episode. I'm like, this is stupid. The Stone Hashira is not even in it. I just want to see the Stone Hashira. Every other Hashira has been involved so much.
Yeah.
And then next episode is all about the Stone Hashira, and I'm like, dude, we could have just made this episode about him.
Yeah.
We don't need this stupid all this Tanjiro cooking.
That was kind of pointless.
We don't
I didn't care
need
about that. Yeah. It's like, I get it. Tanjiro is the most well-rounded, perfect person on the planet. I get it. Yeah. We don't need this anymore. Also, sorry.
No.
I was about to go off. I was about to go off point. So whatever you say.
What was your off point?
Can the demons do something?
No, I'm fine with that. That's
okay. I'm so sick of just the eyes going around doing stuff. Do something.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. It's just like they're like, we found 60% of the demon slayers, but we can't. And the whole thing where Muzen's like, Ubiyaski, whatever. He's like, what do you look like? And I'm like, why do you care?
I don't know. Yeah, man.
Why do you care? His mask is pretty identifiable. Like, you don't need to know what he actually looks like, unless he looks like you, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't freaking know anymore.
Also, I don't really understand the fourth demon's ability. First, it was like teleportation.
Now it's eyes. Now it's in hair.
I don't know.
Maybe it's the Bidoof of the demons.
That's a.
He just shoved all the.
That's a classic one of those like. That would be something we would like if the show was on S tier level. We would make fun of and be like, but whatever. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
But it's like when everything is not going well. Even like small details look bad.
Yeah, agreed. 1,000% agreed.
This episode started so strong for me too. I was like,
it did because it brought the trio back.
It's
so horrible. Yeah, it's so annoying to see that this show has like the elements that made it awesome are still there, but it's just they're not being used. For
the
some
writer's
reason.
not good.
It's for this season currently, yes.
No, I think overall the writer's not good.
The show, they're just calling the show has no depth in general.
Yeah, I really think the writer's not good.
Okay.
I'm going to stand by that. I'm going to stand by. I think I see exactly what they were doing. Is at first they had a good idea, and it's a really good idea for like a 3-season, maybe 4-season show.
Uh-huh.
Really great idea for like a 3-season, 4-season show. But it was super popular, so they kept it going. And there's just no depth going on. And I don't even like the blue lily jade thing, whatever.
Oh, the spider lily?
Lily.
No one cares about it anymore.
Utterly unimportant. It just seems like one of those classic things. I'm not saying I personally feel this as a DM, but like it's just sometimes I do things like that where I'm like, this is a really good idea, blah, blah, blah. And you put it in, it just doesn't, writing wise, it just doesn't go into effect. And it just seems like whoever they are, we don't know who they are. Whoever they are, it seems like they're out of depth.
Yeah.
It seems like they had a really cool idea. And that's what it was.
That's why I explained why the manga didn't do so well when it first was around.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I don't know. Yeah, I could see. I could agree with you on that.
We're not saying like Demon Slayer's bad.
No, it's not bad.
This season's bad. This
is bad. Yeah, but it has three amazing arcs, I guess technically, that are spectacular in every single way. I highly recommend. It's like, but like. Swordsman Village is okay.
I would say that.
Then it feels like it's on a downward trend right now, and I'm just like. And if they're gonna make Infinity Castle into 3 movies, I'm just like,
I don't trust that.
I mean, that feels like you have no content there.
I don't trust that at all.
I don't know. Also, any male demon that decides to become a demon is effed because apparently Muzan only likes the female ones. He's only nice to those ones ever. Like Daki was super nice to, and then this one he's like, oh, you turn out better than I thought you were. Meanwhile, Akaza, if he kills a Hashira, he's just like, go fuck yourself. Yeah, how dare you not do anything I told you. He hates basketball face.
He's badass as shit.
I know, but he hates him.
That is really funny. Yeah, I agree with you that if it's 3 movies, I'm gonna open say this. If it's 3 movies, then I know it's not a good. It's not.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
It will be entertaining and fun. This episode had a lot of movie vibes to it, which was fine.
Cool. Yeah.
Swordsman's Village was okay.
Yes.
If you go back and listen to the podcast, like the first couple episodes, we were super gung-ho about it and loving it. And then towards the end, we kind of fell off. But this season is bad.
Yeah.
It's
not good.
Not good.
It's literally just the Hashira training. I'm like, come on.
It's not good.
I was really like, when you have such a mid title, you think like, oh, well, maybe there's going to be something wild that happens in it. And there's not.
Yeah.
So far, there's not at least.
The title was Strongest of the Demon Slayer Corps.
Oh, yeah. Oh, title of this episode. I was talking about the arc overall.
Oh, no. But I'm saying the title of this episode was called Strong as a Demon Slayer Corpse.
Yeah, and that was only reference to that one line where Inosuke and Tanjiro were talking.
Yeah. I was like, what? Come on.
I
will say, too, is like, I know this season's going to end.
With Muzan showing up?
Yeah, it's going to be like Muzan
captures Nezuko or something.
Finally figures out where Nezuko is, or takes her to the Infinity Castle, and they're like, cliffhanger, and then I will give this season a 2 out of 10.
Sure, that's probably fair.
Because then you wasted my time. We didn't even need to have this.
Yeah.
That could have been the first episode of the Infinity Castle arc.
Yeah,
it's just like, you could have been like, you could have just shown like a montage of Tanjiro training, and then be like, oh no, she got captured. Like, I don't know.
Seems like what it was sort of in the manga. Like, once again, they did that entire episode. There was just a single panel in the sound how she was training. It seems like they are. It's like they're just being produced badly. I don't know what's going on over there. What's going on with the manga? What's going on with them? But it's like, it's just not great so far.
It's not. Yeah. And this one thing I hate is like we talk about My Hero. Like, the fans are annoying. It's just like, I hate. Fandoms are so annoying.
Yeah, they are.
Like, because there's like fandoms of Demon Slayer, like, they don't care.
Yeah.
Like, what happens. They're like, it's good.
Yeah.
We're not like that.
No.
We love things. Like, I love Batman to death.
Yeah, but they made a bad Batman.
I would hate it. I would hate it. Like, Batman when he's a ninja in the anime thing and it's all CGI. Terrible.
That looks really bad.
Garbage. It's not good.
No, I didn't watch it. It looked bad.
It's not good. It's
really bad.
But I love Batman more than anything.
Fair.
I love Zelda more than anything.
Yeah.
They didn't put out anything bad. But, well, no, that's not true. Spirit Tracks was just okay. But,
okay. The train one?
Yeah, it's just okay. It's just not that great. But overall, bad show. Not bad show. Bad arc. Let's move on to a great show that sadly ended this week. Delicious in Dungeon.
Oh, I'm so sad about this.
Yeah, great episode. Oh my god, this episode was so good.
It was an amazing episode.
This episode
as with almost everything Delicious in Dungeon did.
Yeah, this episode was so good.
Okay, I will start out at the top of this episode. You sent this in Instagram. They are confirmed for a season 2, so I'm pumped for that. Let's go. This show is awesome. Mm-hmm. I thought this was an amazing episode.
It was solid.
Yeah, it was a great way to end the series. It was a great way to end it.
First off, it started out with the gargoyles coming back and Senji being absolutely hilarious.
I know. Yeah.
Once again.
Yeah, they just like, the roses.
I did like also the concept that like when they make a circle themselves. Like,
yeah, that was funny. Cool. And they threw Marcel.
Yes, they threw Marcel.
I did like how they kept using the concept of the circle too. Like when the thing got turned into a pretty much a manhole cover, they could use it, use the mouth to choose their food up and everything. That was awesome.
Which is kind of sus, but yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah,
I will say one thing I did like they pointed out in this episode too is Laios pointed out, but of course because Laios knows everything, is that obviously it doesn't fully work.
Yeah.
Because like why wouldn't you use it to become a race that doesn't age as long?
Exactly. Yeah.
Ages longer, and he pointed out that like clearly it doesn't work fully.
Yeah.
And I like that it makes total sense that they just have to like get the spores off them.
Yeah, that does. And he didn't take them off of Kisuke.
Yeah.
Or Kensuke.
Well, didn't they make him do it?
They did at the end, yeah.
Yeah, they did at the end.
Because it was growing more changelings.
Yeah, that looked gross. However, the sword looked pretty cool.
The sword looked awesome. I understand why he wanted to keep Kensuke that way.
Yeah. It looked pretty good.
I understand. But also, apparently, Kensuke probably has some bigger connection to the dungeon now, too, since he opened the door like that for them. Mm-hmm. Super cool.
Don't know.
I mean, maybe it's a lion doing things. Who knows?
It is a lion on the sword.
It is a lion on the sword. Yes, that's true. That's true. Maybe the lion legs connected to all the monsters in the dungeon somehow.
Probably
some weird anime stuff like that.
I did love when Laios was going through how they have to save Fallon.
Oh, my God.
And he's like... Maybe we'll turn her into like this or this. He's like, I thought about digging a hole that she gets. I was like, Elias, you're such an idiot.
You really are. He's such a simple individual, is what he is. Like,
I did like how they set up that like pretty much everyone needs to get together to eat this dragon.
Yeah.
But everyone needs to get together. I was like, oh, that's gonna be so cool when everyone gets together.
That'll be really fun. I'm pumped for that. And like they're all coming into the dungeon right now, anyways. So it looks like, or at least it started to the two parties that they already talked about. Their previous party members and their parties are coming into the dungeon. And the elves.
Elves, yeah.
Elves.
Yeah,
elves.
Who look like dicks. I was surprised by Laios' backstory there, too.
Yeah, kind of sad.
Yeah.
But he's also like, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah.
He literally had no issue with it, yeah.
Marcel's crying about it.
Also, how good of a sister is Fallon?
Great sister.
An amazing sister. It seems like her going with him put him on the straight and narrow.
Fallon is a great person.
Yeah, that sounds like about right.
Yeah.
For her I'm not gonna say shitty childhood, but not great childhood because like she only had Laios because she could do magic and all this stuff. And everyone didn't like her. And then Laios was like, I don't like that being there other than my sister, so I'm just gonna leave her behind. It's like, okay, Laios, you so close, man, so close. And then, but yeah, they met back up later on, and just like it seems like that's what put him on the straight and narrow of like, because he's a deserter, and pretty much just like a bum after that.
A total bum.
And then she was like, oh no, we're gonna be adventurers now.
I also like to point out too is like when they like first got there, like the dungeon just opened, so all they were was like protecting people from getting gold.
Yeah, and it worked out really well.
So,
but I don't know. I'm excited.
This episode just had that. I feel like this episode had everything great about Delicious in Dungeon.
Yeah, it did.
All packed into one episode. Like from the entire season, there was a fight. There was like talking about monsters and like their abilities.
When they're talking about how like if say we beat the Mad Mage, and just like the scene they showed of him like there were a bump on his head and he just like crying.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I did like when Fallon catches the mushroom thing. And he's like, "What are you doing?"
I know, that's wild. That like he's just hanging out with her the entire time.
Yeah,
that's kind of weird.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Oh, he's absolutely weird.
He's a weirdo.
He's a mad mage.
He's the Mad Mage.
Yeah, he's an absolute weirdo.
Yeah, he has a name, but I don't remember what it was. Mad Mage.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even justify.
It was like Tinsel or something like that. It
was
something weird like that.
That's even worse.
Yeah, it was some weird elf weird name.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah.
But this episode just encapsulated like the entire season.
Yeah. I like how even the Mad Mage was saying that like something's going on with the dungeon up there. Like he doesn't even like fully know what's going on with it, which is I'm like,
yeah, because Laios and Marcel and Cholchuk are fucking insane. Are awesome, and whatever.
Cat girl.
She has been so much better though.
They started doing it better. I think they just like I think she just got put in the show a little too late for them to do real character development, but they're working toward it slowly.
They nailed her on this level is like the last like few episodes. It's just like it shows that those four are the crew.
Yes,
and she's kind of like
she's there.
Crew.
Yeah, she's there, but that's about it. Yeah.
But
yeah, great episode. I can't wait for the next season. I'm so pumped for it.
Oh my god!
I'm very happy with how much traction this show got. Because when it first was coming around, I was like, oh man, I started watching it like 5 episodes in.
I remember you were like, oh, you gotta watch the show, blah blah. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, and then it's like, and now everyone loves it.
I love it. Who doesn't love it?
Gutter Pop Comics, near us.
Shout out to Gutter Pop Comics.
Yeah, it's comic. I've actually bought from them. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But they have I've a few weeks after I started watching the show, I saw they had a poster up for it, and I was like, nice.
They got a nice One Piece one going too.
I saw that too. That's awesome. Yeah. That's dope. But anyways, yeah.
Great show.
Great
Sad
season.
To see you go. Delicious in Dungeon.
We gonna rank the season? Do we rank
Oh,
seasons?
Yeah,
it's rank it. Ooh, that's a good question. Actually, I didn't think about that.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you go.
I'll
first.
go to 8.7. I love this season. It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it was really good.
They only had one bad episode, and that was it. But I'm not gonna rank this season about. I'm not gonna put it in 9s only because like, what are you supposed to like Pain Arc? Come on, or like JJK. Like we're putting those in the 9s.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. Yeah. For all the same reasons, but lower because like it's a great anime, but it's not one of the greats.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I get 8.7 just because it was one of those shows like
I enjoyed it a lot.
I never was. We talk about this all the time. We're currently in this moment. Demon Slayer, still pumped to watch every week, but it is still a little disappointing. But there were times earlier in the podcast where we had to watch shows, and it felt like more of a work and a chore.
Yes.
Everything we're watching right now, especially Delicious in Dungeon, I don't feel like it's a chore.
No,
I'm excited to watch it.
I am. Every Thursday when that comes out, I was like,
but it is not. It's not like a big 3 kind of show.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I'll rewatch it probably in my lifetime, but like. It's definitely not up there with like. It's not the first thing I'm going to tell people to watch.
If I had to skip 12 episodes of Delicious in Dungeon to watch one episode of My Hero, I would do it.
Facts, 100%, 100%. Yeah.
So, but I'll give it 8.7. I still enjoyed it.
It's a solid show.
Yes, it's absolutely.
It's a solid show. 8? Yeah, I'm giving it an 8. Yeah.
Straight 8. All right.
Yeah, straight 8. Solid stuff there.
Nice. What do you think? Would you? We only got like 2 episodes left. Demon Slayer prediction for what you're going to give it?
3 to 4 range probably.
Yeah, I'll never watch that again.
Yeah, this arc I'll never watch that again.
Never watch
this
it
is a boring ass arc. Unless they do something wild at the end of it, and even then you wasted my time for like 4 or 5 weeks.
One crazy good episode with a crazy good fight,
I'd bump it up to a 6 maybe.
I'd give it a 5.
It's fair
because I'd rewatch that fight.
Yeah.
But I will never rewatch anything.
I'm never watching with the airplane throwing crap.
That episode is a -2.
Yeah, it really is. It really is dumb.
Yeah.
It's really stupid.
It's so horribly off.
I would watch the episode I would watch again. I'd watch the episode where he's training with the Sound Ashira again.
Yeah, that was
which is weird because that's the one panel episode.
Since we're at it, and we're almost at 45 minutes, so we'll just do this real quick. All right, let's do predictions. We never do these. Okay. First of all, what was the episode of the week for My Hero? Yes, obviously.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
It's been My Hero. Delicious Dungeon and Kaiju No.8 very close.
Yeah, that's true.
Delicious Dungeon was super close for me. But that's My Hero was out of control. All right, this season My Hero. What do you think by the end of it? Where you're going to rank it?
I feel like it has to be in the 9 range.
I think by the end of the season, if it keeps up the way it is, I'll rank it a 9.6.
Fair. That's very fair. I could see myself doing the same. Maybe living a little higher. We'd see.
Ooh, a little higher.
Depends on what they do. Yeah, depends on what they do. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I think I could see it. I could easily.
Keeps the way it is.
I could easily show being like a 9.8 for me.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, and Kaiju No.8.
That show, I think it's gonna be at least a 9, probably a 9.3.
Yeah, I would go between 9 and 9.5.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair. Yeah. If they keep up how good they're doing right now, and like once again, that show is still. I still say about the show is special. Like, it has combat, hilarity, great characters, music. Everything's great about it.
I also have to I'm like, oh my god, I said the show was going to be incredible. I have to make sure
I mean, true. So far the show has been incredible. If it gets bad, I will renege on all that easily.
Yeah. But those are our predictions right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should start. Let's start doing that.
I'm down for that.
First episode of the season, give our predictions.
I'm fine with that. That sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
Acolyte.
0 point. Can I go negative?
No, it's anyone listening, we have an episode about the Acolyte coming out later this week, probably Wednesday. Definitely.
Probably,
Wednesday.
Yeah, it's good.
No, it's Wednesday. Wednesday. Let's give a little preview. What would you rank it?
Can I go negative?
You absolutely. I just gave fucking Demon Slayer and
cool.
Paper Planes
negative 5.
Negative 5.
Negative 5.
Nice. I have not watched the 3rd episode yet, but I literally think this show is a negative infinity. It is so brutally bad. We'll get into it.
Yep.
Look for Wednesday when we talk about Acolyte. Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.